Okay, Shalom. Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoyim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rahachadash, double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson and praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And seeing this article, we're just gonna read through a little bit of it, see where the Spirit leads. But it's in the New York Post, and just to show you like the stupidity of these Edomites. Okay, so it says Trump wants some illegal migrants to stay in the U.S. and help farmers pick crops. Well, they was doing that already, but you threw a monkey wrench in that game. So now, and then you bailing out these farmers. I think he just gave the farmers another $26 billion, and he's ready to give them some more money. That's the reason why a lot of those red state farmers voted for Trump. Because they like, man, we ain't even got to do no work, man. This motherfucker going to set us up. Straight up. It says, proposes they self-deport and return legally. Going to give them a stipend. Man, fuck a stipend. Give me my damn salary, my wages. Damn stipend. Like, oh, yeah, we're just, you know what a stipend is. It's not really, it wouldn't be considered to be like a full 40-hour week paycheck, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, we're gonna throw you a couple of dollars. You can, take some fruits and vegetables home with you. That type of shit. It says President Trump proposed Tuesday that illegal migrants who self-deport would get priority consideration for legal status if they still want to live in the U.S. Even saying the government will provide them with plane tickets and cash to spend the process along. We're going to give them a stipend, Trump 78 told Fox. Oh, man, this dude, man. We're going to give them some money and a plane ticket. And then we're going to work with them, he added. If they're good, if we want them back in, we're going to work with them to get them back in as quickly as we can. Because you're making moves and you're not, he was just signing every goddamn, just executive order this, executive order that, with that stupid ass smile on his face, not thinking things through. And then they talking about millions and millions of illegals here, and you ain't seeing them pop. I mean, I don't think if they grabbed 1,000 people, I'll be surprised. It says Trump insisted that the administration priority is still deporting migrant criminals. You got a guy over here that was in Maryland. Y'all deported. And he ain't do shit. And y'all don't even want to even get the guy back. It says we want our great people to stay, he said in a response to a question from Capos Duffy about illegal migrants who had been in the U.S. for 20 years and built a family. Yeah, man. I mean, come on, bro. But this is a cruel man, though. Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, these are some of the most cruel people on the planet, bro. And that's why the scripture says to, and see with a situation like this, let me grab a quick scripture. And you got, see, Jake, they'll fall for this bullshit. Northern Kingdom will fall for this bullshit. Then next thing you know they talking about a real ID, right? You can't fly without the real ID. Next step from that would be, okay, well, we're going to have to monitor you even closer by chipping your ass. And a lot of our people, they'll take that shit just to be here. See? It's getting close, man. Because Trump was already talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Digitally monitoring, the people basically that's coming in and out of the country, so to speak. And all these countries really are on that tip, these EU countries, NATO countries. Ecclesiastes 12:10, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. I wouldn't trust that shit, man. I wouldn't trust it, because first off, you telling them, well, how is he wording it here? Deport yourself and then come back type of deal. Let me see. Self-deport and return legally. So if you turn yourself into these people, you might not be coming back at all anyway. Talking about some damn self-deport. Get the hell out of here, man. These people start running well before Trump got in office like that, man. Because they knew what was coming. So he says we're going to give them some money and a plane ticket, man. Golly, bro. These people. Trump insisted The administration priority is still deporting migrant criminals, not those who merely cross the border illegally. We want our great people to stay. Uh, it says, one of the things I'm doing, though, is I'm also making it easier on the farmers and the hotels and everything, because you have a lot of farmers that they're not going to be able to, do their crops and pick up the corn and do all the things that they do so incredibly well. Well, that was going just fine until you jumped into play. Because what you think is so-called white people about to, go get these jobs? They're taking our jobs. They're taking our jobs. Well, why aren't so-called white people lining up to help out America? Why these mega people not going to help pick these crops, man? You mega supporters. You supported this. You was talking all this shit about these people taking your jobs. Well, go and apply for those jobs, man. Give me some peaches. Shit, give me some damn apples. Preferably give me some shit that ain't GMO, man. Some fruits and vegetables that you ain't taking the seeds out of. Do that. This place is done, though, man. It says if illegal migrants choose to use the administration's CBP app to self-deport, see, that would be, who you think doing that? Other than a fucking doofy. You would have to be doofy as hell if you were to just, here I am. Nah, man. Northern Kingdom not doing a lot of that, man. They're not doing a lot of that. And then with all these tariffs, see, this guy, he made a lot of moves and he didn't think it through. That's why the scriptures talks about having good counsel, man. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. Yeah, it's lucky I couldn't find that particular scripture that I wanted, but it's just common sense to have good friends around you, or even your family member, people that surround you that's gonna help you make good decisions, and not allow you to fuck yourself up. You know what I'm saying? As while you're making a decision, because that's why it's the scripture talks about do some asking, man. Do some asking. Matter of fact, the council with when the kingdom was split with King Solomon, the kingdom was split, and the king he got advice from the elderly, our elderly fathers that was around to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And then he went and asked his homeboys, which was around his age, and they gave him some foul ass advice. And then that's, it was prophetic that the kingdom was supposed to split, but they gave him some dumb ass advice, and he went with it. And split the kingdom. And pretty much this is what Trump is doing, man. He's making moves. You got a bunch of ass kissers around him, and nobody is telling him, man, hey, look, man, that shit not gonna work, bro. You need to you need to rethink that one, bro. I'm telling you, this is not gonna work. Anyway, it says ultimately, at some point, we want the people to go out and come back as legal. We're going to send. As you probably know, we're doing a self-deportation, and we're going to make it comfortable for people, and we're going to work with those people to come back into our country legally. Well, a lot of those people were here legally anyway, man. A lot of these, these farmers have had access to government funding, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? To get the correct amount of people to, deal with crops every season, man. They already have visas in place for that stuff. Man, a lot of these people, they wouldn't come in here and just, showing up and popping up and just, even though Esau, he takes advantage of our people, though, he gives them low wages, but a lot of our people, they just trying to survive, So these farmers would normally give them housing, to get access to food, clothing, things of that nature. It's really on some slave type shit, but you know what I'm saying? It's a little more better situated, I guess, than back in the days, the 17, 1800s type of deal where they ain't getting their damn backs whipped in. But overall, they already had stuff like that in place. So this guy, he comes in and trying to make America great again and appease these races. Because that's exactly what they are. He got into office by appeasing to the people, as a racist, man. He's a damn racist. The people that voted for him are racist. Those mega people, those people that wear the red hat, them racist, man. That's the reason why he got in there. So now he's in there. He didn't even dupe them. Anyway, though, let's get a little bit more. We'll end out. Okay, it says the app was used to admit 900, almost 1 million people between January and December 2023, 2024. The nearly 1 million migrants were issued a warning last week to self-deport immediately. Yeah, because I think they was talking about charging them $1,000 a day, some shit like that. Formal termination notices have been issued, and affected aliens are urged to voluntarily self-deport using the CBP Home app. Those who refuse will be found, removed, and permanently barred from re-entry, the DHS spokesperson told the Post at the time. And see, a lot of Jake, they're so scared, they want to be here so bad that they would actually, self-deport, because well, if we don't, we won't be able to come back ever. That type of shit. But America's about to be destroyed. If anything, hell, you gotta up if the Lord is trying, is getting you out of here. At least you have a chance to escape that thermonuclear fire, because that's exactly what's coming to this place. But let's get the rest of that. Let me start it back from the top here. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." If you trust in somebody like Trump, you a damn fool. Though he humbled himself. Now, what is he doing right now? He's humbling himself. Oh, well, our great people, we just want to get rid of the murderers. We want to get rid of the rapists. When you got so-called white people shooting up schools, raping, and then you stole the country. Your ass is a damn immigrant here. So it's very hypocritical, man. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. That's the key. Take good heed and beware of him. Oh, yeah, all you have to do is this. Next thing you know, man, they got you somewhere, man, and your people don't even know where you at. And there's a lot of people right now, man, that's somewhere sitting up in a fucking cell, and their family members don't know. They have no idea where they are. Haven't heard from them in months. These motherfuckers is building secret facilities and shit. Man, I wouldn't, man. Yeah, you had to just catch me, bro. I'll take my chances with you just catching me in the long run. Okay, but it goes on to say, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. That's when he's going to really show you up. Ta-da! Well, you thought I was really going to do all that for you? Next thing you know, man, you hemmed up. And that's Esau, man. This is how this man's been getting down forever, man. He's not to be trusted. He don't keep treaties. Look at this guy Trump, man. He been flip-flopping back and forth with this tariff shit for the past 2 months, man. Now they looking into this guy for insider trading and some of his people, because you pretty much overall you manipulating the stock market by saying this and saying that, and then your people around you, they know what you're gonna do. Like, oh well, he actually said it's a good time to buy stocks, because this dude is stupid as hell, bro. And he's gonna run this place right into the ground, which is beautiful. Because I was just what's that? They back and forth. I think they just raised the tariffs to 245% on China, which is insane. So, China, they buy a lot of beef here. China buy a lot of shit here, though. So now what China is doing is they're dealing with other countries to get their, their beef, their eggs, and that's cutting into a lot of America's jobs, man. Because you got to think about it. It starts from the bottom all the way up. It's a trickle-down effect when it comes to those particular jobs. People, you got trucks that need to ship the stuff. They go to the processing centers. It's not like they just sending whole damn cows or whole damn big-ass pigs, while they're alive on an airplane and shipping them over there. No, they're cutting that meat up in meat processing spots. Boxing it, packaging it, however they do it. All those are jobs. Loading it onto a truck. That truck takes it here. That truck takes it here. Whatever. People are in the back. You know what I'm saying? They're butchers and whatever the case may be. It's an ongoing thing with it. That can be from even a simple business being around a damn coffee shop nearby that people might frequent. You know what I'm saying? Before the trucker get on the road, he might go and get him a cup of coffee, a damn croissant or whatever the fuck. Even from little stuff like that. He might stop it, come on, it's a trickle-down effect. So all those jobs are going to be affected with the shit that this guy's doing. You think China just kicked back like, oh, well, you know what? We're just going to wait for America. No, they got deals already pushed, man. They already dealing with other countries. And guess what, too? They dealing with Russia real cold right now. And that's the big thing with America, man. You know what I'm saying? These stupid doofies. You know, here you go. You got your top enemies: China, Russia, North Korea. Them like three peas in a pod. You can't even really mention one of them without the other one. And then here you go, you dogging out your allies. You dogging out the people that's actually down with you. So you know, this place is isolated, man, and people starting to see it. And it's only a matter of time, man. We're just waiting it out, man. It's only a matter of time. As a matter of fact, let me get this one in chapter 25. Verse 7, it says, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what we're witnessing, the fall of our enemy. And Trump is so prideful. See, he's trying to break this down. Like this story, you see stories like this, he's trying to break this down as if, he's still a tough guy, but deep down, he done fucked up, and they need these people, man. They need these people to pick these fruits, vegetables, and do this crop work, man. Because Esau not doing it. They're coming in and they're taking our jobs. The only people that's probably taking their jobs is, a lot of those East Indians, they're into tech. Because, where my plantation, they pretty much running the computer shit, the digital shit, and the so-called Chinese, Those are the ones that's taking the jobs that these people are really talking about, the ones that pay some decent money. These so-called white people, these motherfuckers not about to go out and pick no goddamn apples or no oranges, man. You think they about to bend over and pick some cucumbers? Are you crazy? But Trump done fooled you into thinking that these people done took your jobs. Now, what's done happened is Trump done pushed them out of the country, and your groceries going up. But yet and still, it still hasn't hit them over the head yet. They haven't completely gotten it yet, but it's coming. Where these so-called white people, man, they about to lose their goddamn minds out here because Trump is hey, he's a cruel lord, man. And it's pretty much about a wrap, man. So hey, keep your head on a swivel, be circumspect, never trust thine enemy, and just go to the plantation, man. Get your little dollars, man, and come on home. That's all we supposed to do. Our daily bread. Continue on watching and praying, and being diligent in this work, man, and waiting on the Lord to destroy this place. Now, and we're watching it, we're seeing it. These are tokens right here. I'll be praying for tokens. Like, Lord, yeah, show us a token. Not that I need to see it like that, but it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing when you do get to see it. But this is just stupidity, bro. A prideful man that don't know what the fuck he's doing, and he got a bunch of ass kissers around him. You can't be successful with a bunch of ass kissers around you, bro. It just don't work, man. This is a beauty right here. I found one. Proverbs 20 and 18. It says, every purpose is established by counsel, right? And with good advice make war. See that? And in the New Testament, how H.I.M spoke on that to a certain degree, a certain level, where he was talking about basically when you come into this truth, know what you're getting into. Knowing how much it's going to cost before you try and go to war or try and build a house, or, you'll be, roughly paraphrasing, you'll be a damn laughing stock. In the New Living Translation, it says, plans succeed through good counsel. Don't go to war without wise advice. Here you go. You in a tariff war without wise advice. Because a tariff war, that can lead to a real war. Then you driving your allies away from you. But it's a beautiful thing, and it's all, being orchestrated by Yahweh Bashim Shai. A couple of precepts, Alakia. Proverbs 15 and 22, it says, without counsel, purposes are disappointed. But in the multitude of counselors, they are established. That's the one that I wanted right there. But you got a bunch of yes men around you. You can't have a bunch of yes men around you, man. You got to have somebody. You should want people around you, man, that's going to be like, nah, cuz. That's not going to turn out right. Or that ass kissing. Proverbs 24 and 6, for by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war. And in a multitude of counselors there is safety. See? But it's not just talking about people being around you. They actually have to be a good counselor. Somebody that's going to give you good advice, man. Anyway, though. Because they should have thought that through a little bit more. Like, the people that's picking the damn fruits and vegetables. They knew that. But again, he's trying to, he really just fooled these so-called white people into coming and voting for them. Because you had some crimes here and there. You got crime. It's crime everywhere. Motherfucker, America's just crime ridden. It was established on crime. It's crimes going on throughout the day, all damn day long. Like, what are you trying? Because a person of this particular race happens to do the same shit that you so-called white people be doing every day too. Your main focus, but he used that racism card on you, dumbass, you Edomites, and y'all didn't think it through neither. No, he's making our country great again. Our country, our country. All right, well, yeah, your oranges, your apples, your bananas, your onions, you know, your fucking beets, your damn lettuce, your tomatoes, your artichokes, whatever the fuck you going to get. That shit about to go through the roof soon, and it's already going up. It's a lot of products, man, that's out here just out of control. We ain't gonna even talk about no meats. We ain't gonna even talk about the meats. You already know what's up with the eggs. But anyway, man, I'm gonna end out there. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Allah and the Baba Boy.